Hey my loves, this is Bella Dutch from Allseeingeyetarot, here with the Intuitive Weekly. Now I know y'all like, Bella, I thought that you was doing the bi-weeklies and then the monthly look-alike or whatever. I am, okay, but I have a lot of information to report on, okay? There's a lot of things that are coming up and I don't like for you guys to miss your messages, okay? So this works easier for me. Besides, I do have my baby nephew here. So I'm trying to get everything out, okay, between the two channels. Make sure, if you have not already, go on over to the Bella Dutch. That's Thee Bella Dutch. You guys know how to spell my name. Because there's also information over there. I've been having a lot of people getting my email and they're saying, well, I didn't get Gemini's reading, I didn't get Leo. Well, it's over there. You need to be, connected with both channels, because you just never know where I'm going to drop it at. All right, so make sure you are subscribed over there as well. If this is your first time to this channel, welcome. We welcome you. Make sure you do subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you know when I do post. Also, guys, I have more information that's coming to that deadliest catch for fire and water. So definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, that's pretty much in the whole bunch of stuff I got to do, a whole bunch of readings I got to drop, okay? All right, so this is going to run. You guys know how this works. This is the Intuitive Weekly. If you want to win a free 30-minute reading, you need to timestamp when I start each element, okay? Right up under this video. I'm going to try to get everything on this one video, okay? So right now, I'm going to start with water. Happy birthday to all of my Pisces out there. Do remember, Pisces, that if it is your birthday month, or any other zodiac sign, even if you're Aries, if it's your birthday month, you automatically qualify for the birthday 60. Okay, that's where you can get your reading for about 65 bucks. I think $5 is the shipping and handling now. That PayPal charges me or whatever. It's well worth it. If you have not had a chance to take care of that monthly birthday, definitely get into my email, allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. In the subject line, make sure you put birthday month as well. Same rules apply over at the Bella Dutch. You can use belladutch247@gmail.com as well. Okay? All right, so we're going to get started. This is running from March 18th through March 25th. Time is flying, y'all. It's going to be for my water signs: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Spirit of Universe, what are the messages you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? March 18th through the 25th. What's happening with my water signs? I'm using the Ludi Lescott deck. This is probably my second favorite deck. It was here. It usually tackles difficult situations, so it works for me. Okay. All right, here we go, y'all. Okay, first card out. The Lovers. The Moon. The World. Seven of Swords. Three of Swords. Okay, under the Lovers, we have the Four of Cups. Under the Moon, we have the Eight of Wands. Under the World card is the Chariot. Under the Seven of Swords is the Ace of Pentacles. Under the Three of Swords is the Six of Wands. Okay. Overall energy for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the 18th through the 25th of March. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so for all of you who do not believe me, okay, the reading I did, the deadliest catch, all right, it kind of shows up here in this reading as well. Okay, you don't have to believe me. Okay, maybe you're not looking forward to anything. Maybe, you just been going through the motions or whatever, dealing with your boyfriend now and your girlfriend now, your ex, whatever. Okay, at the end of the day, even if you are not a twin flame or, have a divine partnership, life partner, the energy stays the same pretty much. Okay, so even if you're not included in the whole twin flame ordeal or divine partnership, there's still a responsibility that's coming. So I don't want you to feel left out. Okay, you might say, well, Bella, I don't have the symptoms of what you talked about in the deadliest catch. However, I am a Cancer, I am a Pisces, I'm a Scorpio. All right. What I am seeing is that it is still here, even in this reading here. You're going to be affected. Okay. So let me deliver this so that you understand. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to tell you this, guys, because, I'm always honest with you guys. All right. Um, I have been having a very, very hard time putting my sentences together, putting my words together. Okay. I thought that maybe it's related to a medical issue. Maybe something's going on with my brain. But it's like I have what I want to say in my mind, but I've been having a hard time executing that. Actually, pushing forward what I see. So, with that being said, sometimes I have to pause the video and I have to pray and I have to say, Lord, use me to speak to your people in such a way that they can understand, even though it may not make sense to me. Maybe the wrong words are going to come out. I just pray that they're able to understand me at this time, because I've always learned how to work through the most difficult times, and a lot of times when you're a prophet or, you're a seer, or you just work as a light worker, part of the kingdom, you're going to go through some traumatic situations that sometimes knock the words right out of your mouth. You're not able to say what you want to say, or execute what it is that you see properly. Okay. But I guess that's a good thing, because now it ain't coming from me, because I can't even put together what I want to say. All right. All right, so let me get to this, because I have to tell you guys this. You're going to be very confused in a minute. If you are married to a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you're not included in that deadliest catch, meaning that you're not a water sign, okay? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You're not a fire sign. You don't have any of the symptoms that I spoke about on the deadliest catch. Then you're coming up to a situation to which is probably going to confuse you, because you're going to just automatically start having problems with your significant other. Now, let's just say that you happen to be a Virgo, and your rising is not in water or fire. All right, maybe you're a double Virgo or a double Capricorn. The reason I tell you that you're not exempt from the situation is because maybe you're legally married to a water sign, or you're legally married to a fire sign. And everything used to be cool with you guys. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, recently, it just seems as if you're losing your significant other. Like someone else has their attention. And I'm just trying to save you from running around trying to interfere in a very spiritual moment. It is very possible to be legally married to someone that is not yours. Okay? I grew up in a church. You guys know that, all right? And I got married pretty young. And with me growing up in the church, there's things you learn in the church that never goes away. What God has put together, let no man separate. It is not right to covet another woman's husband. All of those were part of my morals, okay? But as you know, God always takes me through an experience to help me to understand what it is that I'll be teaching, in the latter days, which is now. This is the latter days, okay? So God says to me, Bella, I am going to begin to rip husbands from wives, wives from husbands. And people are going to resort back to the Bible. People that don't even follow the Bible. Don't even have a Christianity or Baptist or non-denominational people. They're going to always go back to that, what God has put together, let no man separate. Okay, and I need you to tell them that I did not say that. Sound crazy, right? But it's true. And I said, Lord, how do I teach the people what you taught me a long time ago? Because if any of you know my story, then you know that when I was having problems with my husband at the time, when I got on my face and I prayed and I said, Lord, you said what you put together, let no man separate. Please stop my husband from cheating on me. Please stop these other women from coming for my husband. Turn his heart and let him only have a heart towards me, Lord. You said this in your word. And when he was gone less than 24 hours after I prayed that prayer, never to return, I never got back with my husband after that. I grew a little bitter because what I was taught, what I grew up in the church, what the church taught me did not come to pass. It wasn't true, and God had to work with me vigorously and tell me, there's man's word and then there's my word. And when he taught me, I said, well, Lord, if you didn't say it, why is it in the Bible? Why are people saying that this is what God said? And God said, well, it's no different than you guys that are living life right now. That was how they felt 2 years ago. That's their experiences of me. Okay? Just as well as your experiences of me is going to be different. I am the all. So with me being the all, you have to understand that I am consistently moving. I am consistently growing. I'm in places that people would never think I would be in. But in order to become the all, in order for me to be God, I have to be a part of everything, right? And I said, yeah, well, that makes sense. I can't see God being dumb and only shutting off his knowledge 2,000 years ago, when he has people, that are here now, the new breeds. What about the new ones that are coming in now, where it's just like LGBTQIA and everything is pansexual? I still don't know what pansexual is, but the world is a lot different than it was when our grandmas and great grandmas and our ancestors. All right, I'm babbling on too much. Let me just get to the point. The bottom line is, I don't think you know how difficult it is for me to work for God and to have to execute something to send a message through where people are not spiritually in tune. They still see God as Santa Claus. But God uses me as the sacrificial lamb to be slain by you guys, because you guys are going to slay me. Like, no, that's not what the word says. And I know everything the word says. I grew up in the church. I quote scriptures out to you night and day. But at the end of the day, I still can't negate the fact that God grabbed me. Back in 2014 is when he really began to train me. God asked me, you keep chasing after me. You keep pulling on me, woman. What do you want from me? And I said, I want to know who you are. Because when I go to church, I feel something different. I hear what these people preach in the Bible. I hear what the preachers preach. I have an amazing bishop. Bishop T.D. Jakes is amazing. He's gotten me through so much. I honor that man. Okay? And before I die, I am going to get to Texas and meet him in person, because he doesn't even realize what he pulled me through. I've been through a lot of things in my life. But my bottom line is, we are truly living in what is known as the last days, okay? Or the last days as you know it. All right, for my generation X and my generation, S and R, and those of you that was born in the 60s all the way up until the 90s, that's an era, okay? And life as you know it is coming to an end, All right. So when I say life as you know it is coming to an end, what I'm saying to you is you have to be open to understanding and receiving God through everything. You cannot say just because God worked here for some centuries or a decade that this is the only knowledge God has. God is constantly evolving. You know, God is never going to put new people, new beings down here and not evolve with the beings. You know, God is a preparer. So he pre-does things, predestiny. Okay, so therefore, he's already learned, evolved into the knowledge that he needed to evolve in for our new children that are being born now. Could you imagine a God that is not aware of Earth today? You know, the things that they're trying to force down our throat today. Could you imagine a God that is not up to date on what's going on right now? A lot of people do not realize that God is evolution. God is changing. Okay, and he has to change. It has to change. I say it because God doesn't have a gender. All right. So I have to get out of the notion of saying he. All right. We learned it as he if you were raised in a church. But God does not have a gender. And if you want to put a gender on him, on God, couldn't it become any gender that you need? Because it is the all. All right. So I'm saying all this to help you to understand, because I'm going to get a lot of people that are going to come against what I am speaking to you. But you cannot deflect the reality of your situation. So husbands and wives are going to be ripped apart in this last days. And the reason as to why they're going to be ripped apart is simply because you decided to marry that person. What you decided was not what God had for you. Okay? You decided to marry that person. And there's nothing wrong with that. It worked for the time that it was in your life. But now, with this generation changing, with these new beings coming in, I call them new beings because they're getting more extraterrestrial in makeup. Do you understand? Like, they're becoming more extraterrestrial. God is going to move towards sending in more high vibrational beings on the planet. So like little babies. Remember, babies used to come out with their eyes closed, right? Okay, so now babies came out with their eyes open. All right, now babies are literally coming out holding their head up. Okay, and then later they're going to be coming out literally holding a bottle by themselves. I mean, like it's going to get stronger and stronger vibrationally. Okay, so with that happening, he has put some things in place that needs to take place in order for evolution to happen. Okay, and that's the best I'm gonna do with explaining to you what's happening in your marriage. The woman that doesn't understand, she used to be able to control her husband, and now all of a sudden her husband ignores her and moves towards something from the past. Okay, or something that didn't work out years ago. All of a sudden it seems to be working now. All right, so God is going to begin to put a lot of divine partnerships together. This is what you trained for. Okay, this is what you trained for. This is what your life was about. You feel like you had a controlled life. Like, Lord, what is it about me? I couldn't live the way other people live. You know, I didn't have many boyfriends in my life. I didn't have many girlfriends in my life. Like, you know, it felt like I was always a robot and I had to live according to a plan. Well, now God is beginning to bring to pass the reason as to why God controlled everything about your life. Okay, because when you two come together, the divine partner that you fit with, you begin to raise the vibration of the planet, of the people that are here, the older generation. Okay, so listen to me. What are you saying, Bella? Get to the point. Well, you better listen, Linda, because I am no longer going to give you the bullshit and the mundane. Okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. All right, listen, I will shut this whole channel down. I refuse to give you the bull crap. I'm not going to feed you to be sick anymore, any longer. I'm going to feed you to be able to shift with times because we're out of time. Do you understand that? All right. So when we're out of time, you got to understand first, Bella works for the kingdom. You don't pay my bills. Okay. Allseeingeyetarot does not pay my bills. Neither does the Bella Dutch. Together, they don't pay my bills. Okay. So therefore, I have to move in the vibration that God has put me in, because it's all about pleasing God. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So therefore, God says, Bella, you have to shift, and I need you to really enforce the hard stuff now. You know, I already got your foot in the door. You've been here 8 years. I need you to start enforcing the hard stuff, okay? Because you're out of time. There's going to be some things that are about to happen, some real big things, okay? And if you know me, great. Then you know the urgency in my voice. Something serious is about to happen, because Bella, don't talk like this. There is about to be great famines all over the world, okay? A lot of these human beings, low vibrational beings, are going to begin to die off. And the coming together of union with twin flames, divine partners, life partners, they actually come together to raise the vibration of the planet to give you guys a chance that resonate at such that low level. Okay. And you may say, well, Bella, how do I know that I resonate at a very low level? You resonate at a very low level when all you worry about is the mundane. All right. You don't never want to hear anything bad. You just want to hear everything positive. Meanwhile, the reality of your life and what's happening in your life is all bad. Okay. So you may say, well, Bella, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, I'm not supposed to dwell in the negativity. No, you're not supposed to dwell in the negativity. You're supposed to acknowledge that it's happening. All right. And give praises to God that you actually made it through. All right. So what's happening is people that suppress what's actually happening right now, they learn to deflect, blame other people for the reasons as to why they do things. Okay. When you do that, you take the honor and power away from God. Okay. Because you're now giving somebody else responsibility. You're praising someone else's for your behaviors. Okay. And that's not how it's supposed to be. What it's supposed to be is you're supposed to acknowledge the shit is bad. All right. Your bills is falling apart. You're literally on the verge of getting kicked out, but God stopped it. You get what I'm saying? That's the way you're supposed to vibrate. All right. You're supposed to acknowledge God in the mess. Acknowledge God keeping you, sustaining you in the mess. But what happens is we have a huge population of narcissists, deflectors, beings that will not grow. They won't transition. So when that happens, when there's too many people that are comfortable with mess, that are comfortable vibrating at such a low vibration, God wipes off the planet. He's done it many times. All right. Right before your eyes. It's in your Bible. Pay attention. Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah's Ark. Like, he's done it before. So I'm telling you, we are getting to that point to where God's going to wipe it again. But the only beings that are going to be able to survive are beings that are able to rebuild. So these are very high vibrational beings. Okay. Now, remember, I'm not going to give you everything in one video. I can't. I'm not allowed to. All right. So I'm going to move on and I'm going to try to flow through this reading. I said all of that just to let you know this is not a game. You can no longer push, shape, mold God into your mess, because a lot of you are doing that. This is my husband. This is my wife. Okay? This is what God put together. Let no man separate. Meanwhile, your husband, your wife picks up and leaves you and goes back to their ex of 30 years or ex of 20 years. You don't understand what's happening. And none of your antics work on bringing that person back into your life. I'm telling you why it's happening. It's happening because we are coming into a new era. We're breaking out of the old era and we're coming into a new era. All right. So for this vibrational shift, all right, vibrational meaning that we're going to move into a higher dimension. In order to do that, you need beings that think at a higher vibration. And for those of you that pray, that really truly trust God, but you just can't change, you can't fix what's going on in your life, God provides twin flames, life partners. Because the two of them together, when they come together, they form a whole, and they create the vibration that's necessary in order to make sure that you shift into a new dimension. Do you understand that? So that might be too hard for you. Some of you probably already clicked off. Good riddance. Okay, get it how you live, Linda. All right. But for my beings that are end time warriors, you're here and you're just trying to figure out, Lord, what's the next step? What are we supposed to do? I know that you got me. I know that you called me for this end time. What am I supposed to do? Then let's talk. So this reading is on Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it just so happens that the same message that's in the Deadliest Catch has flown over into this. Okay, so what do you mean, Bella? Okay, we have the Lovers, the Four of Cups, the Moon, the Eight of Wands, the World, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Wands. What's coming up for my water signs is that there are a lot of you that are legally married in relationships with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you are not their divine counterpart. All right. So what's happening is Spirit, God, the all, whatever you refer to God as, is about to rip the two of you apart. You had your time to teach this person the lessons. You had your time to learn everything you needed to learn from this person. And now it's time for God to unite the bridegroom. All right? Because uniting the bridegroom, remember, raises the vibration of the planet. So this is bigger than you. Okay? I'm telling you this because it's going to happen to a lot of you. And this is, this can be it can be a breaking point. I've been through this already. So I know what it means to read the Bible and to have a strong belief system of what God put together, let no man separate. And then watch my husband move on and marry a whole nother woman. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. Okay? And for some of you, you may want to lose your mind. This is the point to where a lot of you are going to drop out of church. We're going to get a chance to see the frauds, the real frauds, because now that the marriage ain't working, and that might be the only reason as to why you got in the church. Well, when God takes the marriage, then it shows what strength you're really made of. Because you start to descend, or you start to do all kind of crazy crap that's not in alignment with the raising of the vibration of the planet, or even yourself. You have to start thinking from a perspective of this is not just about you. This is about your children, your children's children, their children's children. This is a new era that's happening. And with new eras come new beings on the planet. And the majority of people that are on the planet don't care about no one else. They want to experience everything in their life. And they're not meant to experience everything in their life. Saying to these people that the only reason why God kept you is because of your great, 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 grandchild that's going to come down the line. It's like, well, what am I going to go through the problems for? If I'm never going to experience anything good in my life, I'm not worried about the great, 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 grand. I ain't even going to meet that person. But guess who it matters to? It matters to the beings that are on the planet that are real twin flames. True life partners. Okay? We're trying to save our families because we know there's a shift that is about to happen. So at the end of the day, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio reading is just basically letting you know that in the sign of water, in the element of water, there's going to be some abrupt breakups starting now, maybe even started maybe 2 weeks ago. Soon as March hit, shit hit the fan in your relationships. Okay? From the month of March all the way to July, I'm talking husbands leaving wives out of nowhere. Used to be ride or die. You thought you figured everything out about this person. You thought you had them wrapped around your finger. And then out of nowhere, somebody else steps up. And the person that may step up is going to either be fire or water. This is going to be their divine counterpoint. And you may say, well, Bella, how do I fight? How do I fight to hold on to my husband? How do I fight to hold on to my wife? You know, and this is so dead end, but it's the truth. You don't fight. You let it go. You let it go, because there's nothing you can do once you've already showed that person who you are. There's nothing you really can do. You just have to let it go. Don't worry, there's a whole bunch of vibrational beings on the planet that are low vibrational that will fit a lot better with you than that husband or wife. So you may say, well, Bella, how do I know it's time to let my husband or wife go? How do I know? Because, when I take my vows, it's till death do us part, through sickness and in health. How do I know when it's time for me to stop fighting? Well, you know when it's time for you to stop fighting when there's no productivity. Meaning that every time you try to build something with this person, it's a struggle. You go homeless. You might have had an inheritance, but all of a sudden it's squandered away and you don't have any money, okay, to live. You have children, okay, with this person. However, they seem to disengage when you have children. There's no fruitfulness in your life. That's how you know when time has run its course between you and this person. All right? There's no fruitfulness. Everything that comes out of your womb, women, I'm saying women because we have a womb, so we're able to intercede and we're able to feel things that men can never feel. Okay? Everything that comes out of your womb is dirt, meaning that there's nothing that grows in dry land. All right? You're not productive. Your life seems to be taking a turn for a worse instead of a better. Okay? So, this is going to happen. It's going to happen out of nowhere. You're going to start losing your husbands, your wives, same-sex relationships. These people are going to start going towards the ex. Okay? And the ex may be somebody that they've never been involved with. It could be somebody that they were involved with. All right? However, the whole bottom line is to trust God and to let them go. You need to let them go. Because when you stand in the way and you begin to interfere, then it begins to take your life down even worse. You can't hold on to nothing that's not yours. Do you understand? Like, if it's yours, you don't even have to hold on to it. It's there. But the worst thing in the world is to try to make someone stay that's not yours. It could have a mental effect, a draining effect. I mean, you can lose your mind publicly, destroy yourself, literally, trying to hold on to something that's not yours. Okay? So the saying goes, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, that's how you know. All right? So this is not a time that you want to fight. So if you happen to be an earth or air sign, and you're married to a water sign, and then recently you and your water sign have broke up, okay, and they seem to be going in a different direction, let go of your ego and realize this is something way bigger than your ego. All right, this is something way bigger than your ego, and it's not anything that you can do to change it, because they didn't leave you because you're fat or you're ugly or somebody else's sex was better than yours. No, this is a vibrational war. All right, this is a vibrational war. Okay? And the only way that you'll be able to defeat that other person is to raise your vibration. And we all know how long that takes. That takes a lifetime. Okay? So when you find yourself going through this mess, we got the Lovers and the Four of Cups. So this is like the first recognition of realizing that nothing I do makes this person happy. I'm not even happy with them in my life. Okay, I just feel like something's missing. I feel something is empty. I'm not satisfied. Then we have the Moon card with the Eight of Wands. So this will represent somebody doing a disappearing acts on you. Okay, and maybe the only way that you can communicate with this person is through social media. Okay, these are all the signs. All right. And then we have the World with the seven, the Chariot, which represents, some of these people are going to move across the world, or maybe even you're moved across the world on other jobs. It might be a job offer, okay, that comes up in your life and you have to literally move, but your partner's not moving with you. Okay. And the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles would represent that, let's just say that you got with someone. All right. Let's just say you have a husband or a wife. Okay. I don't really like to mention people, but Jack Wright and Goomba, her husband, reminds me a lot of this. Seven of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This would kind of represent that, how Jaguar is, like trying to make her husband stay with her, and he's blatantly trying to leave her. But even when he feels, and you know what, I could see her husband going through the motions of feeling like, well, maybe I'm supposed to be with her. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to go there, and then when he tries to go back, it's like subconsciously God hardens her heart. Okay. So even when he tries to backpedal back and try to, get back with her, or when she tries to get back with him, the door is shut. All right. There's something there that is quite secretive. And it's probably because with the Seven of Swords, this is representing, coming up with ideas and keeping it secretive. So let me just tell you, because I have to tell you this, because you need an example. When this stuff first started with Jaguar Wright, okay, and her husband, the first time she went to jail, I knew that it was over between her and Goomba. I knew it. I knew it was over. And I knew that if she tried to take him back, it would only be him scheming and scamming to get on his feet to take care of another. Okay? I knew that what Jaguar and Goomba once had is gone forever. I don't give a shit how much she tries to go back and he tries to go back. It's gone forever. They will realize they're never able to put it back together the way it was. And it could be because Goomba, I think Goomba is the water sign in their relationship. He's spoken for by another woman. Okay. Now, I don't know that other girl's zodiac sign or birthday. Okay. But it looks as if Goomba is one of those guys that are appointed for another woman, a divine partner, a life partner, or twin flame to someone else who may have happened to be a fire or water sign. It's only going to be a fire or water sign. Okay. And then we have the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands. And this is public degradation. All right. This is public degradation. So even if, these are set in place way before Goomba could even think about going back to Jaguar Wright. I'm using this situation because I want you to understand what this would look like in your own life. We're practically married. We've been married 4 years, okay? I know how this works. We've been on and off forever. But all of a sudden, this shit is different. This is different this time. So when they try to put it back together the way it was, it's almost as if a demonic entity has taken over, one or both of them. And it's like an invisible force that keeps them from being together because Goomba is spoken for. He's already spoken for by another woman. Could you imagine that? Being married to someone that's spoken for by a whole nother person? That's hard. That's hardship. All right. So what this says with the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands is that no matter how many times Jaguar tries to take Goomba back, she's going to continuously see him in infidelity. She's going to find him in infidelity. It's already in place before she even gets a chance to take him back. Okay, so I can almost guarantee, absolute, that girl Nikki, Dominique, that's in the picture, I can guarantee she's still there. I even felt bad for Jack, being her spirit guide and all. I said, you know what, Goom, you need to make this shit right, get her out of the hospital, because you can't sneak off and be with another woman while she's down. That's not going to happen. Okay, and you can't publicize and make money off of her name. We're not doing that, But then when I started to see that he still went back after that, I said, okay, Bella, back up. This is bigger. Okay, Goomba is called. He's called to another woman. So I just literally had to back up and just let it do what it do. And it's driving Jaguar crazy. We got the Knight of Swords. Okay, and the Knight of Swords, we know that's confrontation and conflict. All right, so there's going to be a lot of raising hell that Jaguar is going to do. All right, a lot of raising hell that he's probably going to do. Because people have a hard time changing things. When things change in their life, they have a hard time with that. Getting over something that you've been doing for 4 years repetitiously is difficult. And he probably has no intentions of leaving Jack right now. But God said it's over. So you can watch how that plays out, okay? You guys can watch how that plays out, but I can almost guarantee it's over for them, all right? Now, if you want to keep dragging it on, cool. Goomba can literally keep dragging this shit on and going back and forth to Jag and miss his deadline. Because remember, we all have that deadline. Fire and water, that deadline is July 14th. All right? If you're not in union by that time, what would that look like? That would look like, I hate to say this because it's like if I tell you something before it happens, you're going to call me witchcraft. You're going to say this demonic. You know, like, I'll put it this way. No, I'm not going to put it no way. More in the Deadliest Catch. Make sure you follow and look for number 2 of the Deadliest Catch. All right? So that's what I have for my water signs. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Or if you are married in a relationship with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, this is what it's going to look like. Okay? I will be back with the next element, guys. I'm sorry that this took off into another direction. I just sometimes have a hard time delivering bad news. I'm having a very hard, the older I get, the more I feel like I've been arguing with God, and I've been like, Lord, I don't want to be the hope killer. Like, I don't want to be the hope killer. And God is saying to me, listen, Bella, your replacement has been ordered. It's either you're going to do what you came in this world to do, or you're going to move out the way, and I'm going to raise somebody else up. Because you cannot negate, you can't stop, you can't delay what is going down. My mind is made up. Deep, right? I'll be back with the next element, guys. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. You want to win a free 30-minute reading? Make sure you timestamp. Now, I'm at 41 minutes. I think I'm going to upload the whole thing. I don't even care how long it is. I'm at 41 minutes. I'm going to upload the whole thing. Welcome back, Bella. Thank you, guys. Next up, we have my wonderful fire signs. This is going to be for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Happy birthday to all of my Aries whose birthday is in the month of March. This is running from the 18th through the 25th of March. As I stated, if your birthday is in the month of March, hit me up, allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. And in the subject line, make sure you put birthday month. Same goes for if you go through belladutch247@gmail.com. You can also request your birthday reading, okay? If you want to win a free 30-minute reading, then you need to rewind to the beginning on how to do that. Let's go. Spirit and Universe, what's the message you got for Aries, Sagittarius, Leo? March 18th through the 25th. Let's see what's going down with my fire. Here we go, y'all. First card out. Page of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. Ace of Wands. 5 of Cups. Death. Under the Page of Pentacles, we have the Fool. Under the 5 of Wands is the 2 of Wands. Under the Ace of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands. Under the 5 of Cups is the King of Swords. And under the Death card is the 3 of Cups. Overall energy for my fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, strength. All right, so this is a very interesting reading because while we may have water signs that are actually in the midst of breaking up, coming to an end in their current relationships, we have fire that is saying, okay, Bella, what are we supposed to do with it? You know, because a lot of you are feeling down. You're feeling like, well, Bella, I feel like it's already too late. My water sign is already with someone. My water sign is already in a marriage. My water sign is already in a relationship. Okay? All right, so I'm going to make this real fast. I'm trying not to bullshit around too much because I'm already tipping the scales of getting into the Deadliest Catch too. So let's get right to it. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles and a Fool. So this represents study, a course of study, trying to figure out, how do I get back my ex? How do I get back this relationship that was super significant to me? It could also be for those of you that have had a difficult time, not really knowing how to put the relationship together. All right. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, Bella. It kind of looks like it's over and done with, and it's never going to come together. We have the Five of Wands. Excuse me, guys. Five of Wands and the Two of Wands. So this is representing that I already see competition there. I already see them in a relationship. My water sign won't get in the fight with me. My fire sign won't get in the fight with me. He's married. She's married. Situations like that. All right. And Spirit very simply tells you, I just need you to make up in your mind that you want this thing. All right. You want it. You want this relationship. Prepare before I send it. Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. All right. Prepare. I just need you to prepare. A lot of you fire signs are not in a position to receive your divine counterpart. Okay. So what I mean is that you ain't went shopping yet. Your home is not set up to where it looks like you're living as a couple. Some of you been single so damn long, mentally, you're not prepared to share your center or share your space with someone else. Okay. A lot of you are struggling with independence. Okay. Another thing with this Five of Cups and the King of Swords, some of you are just simply struggling with, they hurt me. How do I forget, Bella? How do I get into this situationship? Because see, fire signs are very intellectual, believe it or not. A lot of people don't think that fire signs are intellectual, but we are. You actually sit back and you evaluate the situation and you say, well, Bella, if I'm not going to be productive for my divine counterpart, then I don't want to pull them out of their situation. What if I pull them out of their situation and I'm no better? I'm not in a better situation, okay, than her wife, her husband, his wife. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like, what if I'm not in a better situation? This is something that a lot of you are worried about. Okay. And the answer for that is this. It's very simple. You do not have to worry about whether you're ready, because I want you to look back over your past, look at your situation, and realize that it's not going to be offered to you if it's not time. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Meaning that if you get the opportunity to be with your divine counterpart, it's time. You don't have to question whether you're in the right position, whether you have the right stuff, whether you're the perfect size, because when you're in a fight for a very long time, you start to worry about all the things that you lost. Back then I was younger, Bella, when I was fighting them. Back then I had passion, I had desire. Now I don't even get horny anymore. Can we be real, people? Let's talk realness. All right. I don't even get turned on no more. I'm so, thrusted in my children and my career that I don't even know if I have the space for a relationship at this point. So I'm going to say it again to you. You getting the opportunity is basically spirit saying to you that it's the right time. So that's not something that you have to worry about. And those of you that may be worried that they're married, they're in a relationship at this time, the Death card and Three of Cups. Hold on, guys. My little nephew is crying. He woke up. 1 second. Okay, y'all. Sorry about that. My nephew's a comical one. I love little babies. God bless all of you who are pregnant, who just recently had a baby. Babies are such a blessing. All right, so I wanted to go back to what I was saying. For those of you that are worried about, maybe you do have a twin flame, you have a divine counterpart, but they're involved with someone else. You don't have to worry, because with this Death card and the Three of Cups, Spirit promises a reunion, okay, to this individual, all right? Now, some of you may say, well, Bella, I'm not included in that. I am a fire sign, but I don't have any twin flames or divine partners. My life didn't go that way. Okay, it's just pretty much the regular mundane meet a guy, it work out, it don't work out. Simple as that. Okay, what's going on? Now, this is kind of like a double standard reading. I say double standard because you may have an air sign that you're connected to: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini individual. All right. And it almost warns my fire signs that are not involved in this divine union that's coming together. Um, it kind of says that maybe at this time, like if you're trying to figure out, like, Bella, well, I don't have a divine counterpart, but um, I have met someone and this person lives a distance from me, but recently, they haven't been calling me. What is going on in that situation? On this King of Swords, it kind of says that maybe there's still some involvement a little with the ex. You may be dealing with a guy or a woman that is quite broken, had some traumatic experience recently where their life pretty much fell apart. All right. So every now and then, this person likes to go into a isolated, uh, sort of like an isolated retreat where they don't want to be involved, and it doesn't look like there's anyone there with them. So it doesn't look like, they go into an isolated retreat and then they're messing with someone else or they're messing with the ex. No, it just pretty much says with the Five of Cups, they're dealing with some hurt or some pain. And it could even be a situation to where maybe what you don't know is that this Aquarius, Libra, Gemini individual may have been already tied to a water sign, okay, or a fire sign like yourself, who they ended up losing through this whole spiritual union situation. Okay, so you might say, well, Bella, what do I do with that? I'm gonna tell you this: those of you that are not included in this divine union, you need to take a look at your life. All right, I can almost guarantee that something recently has happened within your career. All right, maybe you took a move, you may have moved out of town, you may have moved into a new career type of situation. You may be one that got left, all right, by a water sign or a fire sign. If you were involved with a fire or water sign, maybe you got left by this person for this whole spiritual union that's taking place. All right, and Spirit is just saying that this is a moment where you need to rebuild yourself. Have a good time. Don't be so focused on getting into a new relationship. All right, especially if you just got broken up with, because this is what it looks like to me. All right, it kind of looks like maybe there are some of you that, you were dating someone, maybe they were a water sign, they were a fire sign or whatever, and you got spent a little bit, like you got a career, it was in another state, you got a house that was in another state, your water or fire sign didn't go with you. All right, so now Spirit wants to work on your inner being, not so much as to putting you into another situation where you're tied down, okay? Because it could be your downfall. The fact that when you get tied down to people, you lose a bit of yourself and what it is that you like and what it is that makes you happy. Okay, so Spirit wants to work on your inner man, your inner woman. Okay, what makes you happy? What makes you satisfied? What is it that you need in life? All right, if you were to sit on the phone with me and I was to say to you, okay, Aries, or okay, Taurus, or okay, Leo, you just got out of a relationship, but tell me this: what makes you happy? What is it that when you look down the future, when you look down the line, what do you see yourself doing or being? You'd be surprised how many people's going to tell me, I don't know, Bella, I just want to accomplish my purpose. But if you don't know what your purpose is, then what is it that you're trying to accomplish? You don't have a goal in mind. You don't have a place that you're trying to get to. Well, I'm just trying to be rich and have a beautiful career and be successful. Like, what does success looks like to you? You get what I'm saying? Like, what does it look like to you? These are things that you need to work on. If you don't have a goal in mind, if you don't have a set place that you're trying to get to, then what does success look like to you? Okay? So You got time right now. And in this time, you need to be figuring out what you want. Because I hate to tell you, but, if you're confused, if you don't know where you're headed, how in the hell are you going to lead somebody else to a beautiful life? How are you going to stand in a gap for someone else that's broken? And that's kind of like what this tells me. You may be broken right now. Maybe you had a breakup recently. You're in a new town. You don't know anyone there. You're in a new, country. You don't know anyone there. But at the same time, you don't know what you want. You don't know what it is that you're looking for. And you'll be surprised how many 50, 60, 70-year-old people still haven't got it right yet. They still haven't figured out what their purpose is here on the planet and what makes them feel good. What do you do that makes you feel good? What is your contribution to the world? What can you do that no one else can do? So, if that's you, and only you know it, all right, I will never call you out, but if that's you, if you've been jumping from relationship to relationship, you change with every relationship you get with, whatever they like. What is it that you like? Whatever it is that you like. Well, okay, what is it that make you happy? Whatever it is that make them happy. Like, if you've been like that your whole life, then it's time to spend some quality time with you. Mr. Aries, Mrs., Leo, Mrs. Sagittarius. Spend some quality time with you. Get to know what it is that you like. Take this moment, this break. Because if you don't have a clear vision of where you're going, how in the hell are you going to lead somebody else? Another thing I hear all the time, I just want somebody that's successful. I want somebody that, can meet me halfway. Meet you halfway to what? Well, what are you doing halfway? So if they meet you halfway and you're halfway, but you don't have no vision of where the fuck you're going, then what do you think that looks like in the future? It looks like no purpose. It looks like no direction. The blind leading the blind is what it looks like. So take some time out. And you may have never done this before, but take some time out to get to know what it is that you like. How am I without a relationship? How am I single, totally single? People say to me, Bella, how you be single for so long? And I look at them like, how you be in a relationship for so long? I be single for so long because I'm selfish, and I know what it is that I like, and I know what it is that ticks me off. I know how much it is that I can take. Do you know the same about yourself? If you've been from relationship to relationship, then you damn sure don't know who you are. You're carrying energies of your previous partner. So you don't know what it is that you like. You don't know what it is that makes you happy. You know what they like. You know what makes them happy. You've been set into a program of them. And spirit is trying to give you some time to yourself to get to know what you like. All right? When you want a good thing, all right? Whether you call that twin flame, divine partner, when you want the responsibility of helping a person incorporate their wholeness to themselves, you have to first become whole yourself. All right? Or you have to have some sort of idea of where you're going, where you're headed, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You have to get out of this vibration of just wanting someone because you feel like you're getting old. Just wanting someone because you've never been married before, so you want to be able to say you're married. There's a lot of marriages that happen, but they fail. I'm one of them. That shit failed. I don't look at that like like a trophy because my marriage failed. Hell no. That's not a trophy to me. Okay? That's not a success. I'm not with my ex-husband anymore. All right? But I didn't jump into a relationship after I left my ex-husband. I spent some time with Bella, and I got to know what Isabella Duche like. Period. That's what this was about. Okay? And you got to get to know what you like. All right? Now, if you need some help, you want to talk to me, Bella, I need you to help me find my purpose. I've been wandering around endlessly. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what makes me happy. I have been subjected to other people's happiness and other people's situation. I only know how to exist. Can you help me find what it is that I'm here to do? Can you tell me what I'm here to do? Can you help me? Get me on some sort of path. I will do that. Hit me up. Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Okay? It is my duty. It is my goal to make sure that you understand your life, you understand where you're going, you get a clearer picture of where you're headed. how your gifts, what you do, can contribute to giving you the best overall human experience that you could ever experience. That's why I do it. All right? It's not for the money, because I ain't made that in a while. Not from this job, hell no. All right? It's not for the money. What it is I'm dedicated to making better beings for the planet, for our youngsters, for the babies that we're having now. Okay? Traditionalism is important to me. But if I don't have nothing good to leave behind to my loins, then, what was my life all for? Shit like that, you don't even get into. You don't even start thinking about what you're going to leave your children and your children's children, at least until you're about 36, 37, almost 40 years old. That's when you start looking at where you are in life. Have you accomplished your goals? And if you look at yourself, I don't want you to look at yourself being 40, 41, 50 and saying it's too late. I live my life. No, it's never too late. All right? The first step is recognizing where you are. All right? Recognizing where you have a problem. And then going to get some help. If you can't do it yourself, there's beings like me in a planet that are dedicated to helping you to get it right. All right? Take advantage of that while that's available. I didn't have anyone here to tell me, Bella, this is the way you're supposed to do it, and this is the way you get on track once you're off. And I didn't have anyone here to do that for me. Now that you guys have it, now that I'm here for you, you better hit me up. I'm not going to be here forever. I'm letting you know. I'm not going to be here forever. You be lucky if you get another 2 years out of me. Okay? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. Make sure you like, subscribe. If you'd like to send a donation, I think it's up in the corner how you donate. All right. If you would like to book a personal reading, allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com or belladutch247@gmail.com. I'll be back with the next element. Welcome back, Bella. Thank you, guys. Next up, I have my wonderful earth signs. This is going to be for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. March 18th through the 25th. If you missed any of the announcements, please rewind to the beginning. If you want to win a free 30-minute reading, rewind to the beginning. All right, let's go. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages you have for the signs of Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus? Sun, Moon, and Rising. March 18th through the 25th. I so desperately want to say February. These months are flying. It's literally flying. It's almost the summer again, y'all. This year moves so fast to me. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Let's go. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, Page of Cups. Under the Seven of Pentacles, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Under the Four of Swords is the Four of Pentacles. Under the Five of Pentacles is the Two of Pentacles. Under the 10 of Pentacles is the Chariot. Under the Page of Cups is the Nine of Pentacles. Overall energy for Capricorn. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to fix this. Overall energy for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Sun, Moon, and Rising, March 18th through the 25th. Five of Swords. Okay, so you know what this looks like to me. As soon as I looked at it, as it started to flow, I started to see issues financially. Financial issues. Okay? And this is like financial issues in marriage. Some of you could be waiting to move. All right? just looking for an opportunity to get out of your current circumstances. Okay? With this Four of Swords being here and the Four of Pentacles, let me tell you this. I got to tell you this because I keep hearing it ring in my ears. Spirit says the reason as to why your finances are not forthcoming. Now, this could be people that have inherited money, meaning that maybe you're some sort of celebrity, maybe you had a recent death in a family that is going to bring with it an inheritance. It could also be a lawsuit that you're waiting on. Okay, something like that. It's like money that you're waiting on to come to you. Recently, you've been waiting for this money. You're like, this is the perfect time, Lord, for it to drop into my life, but you're not hearing anything back. I'm going to say this to you. Looking at this Five of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, it looks like you are connected to, in a relationship with, in close proximity to a snake. That's what it looks like to me. Okay? Spirit looks like they're taking you through a living hell to get rid of all of the people that are in your corner that tell you that they love you. They're with you because they love you. They're there because they got your back. So it almost looks like Spirit has provoked in your life hardships, delays, devastating type of situations that the average person could not stand up to. If you find yourself in a relationship with someone right now, this could be your husband, your wife, your family members. If you find yourself in a relationship right now that is trying to end, do yourself a favor and let it go. Five of Swords is the overall energy, so this is about snakes in the grass, people doing things behind your back, people trying to capitalize off your money, people that act like your friend, but they're really there because you serve as a bag for them. All right? You serve as your financial investment to them. You got to be careful, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, of signing contracts right now. Choosing management, okay, to manage you, your career, your businesses, because this is a very shanky time for you right now. Okay, very shanky time. People that you're surrounded, I almost see you like in the middle of a circle with like people, maybe like 5 or 6 people that are around you, that are surrounding you, okay, in your life, that are only there because they're waiting for some sort of inheritance. They're waiting for some sort of money to drop. The sad thing is they know your potential and you don't even know your potential. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It also says to me, this is what Spirit is saying to me, okay? So this is a prophetic moment. Spirit says to me, tell them, Bella, stop trying to hold on to people that is trying to leave. Stop lying, because it looks like you're lying. It looks, Four Pentacles, Four Swords. It looks like someone is trying to distance themselves from you, and you're lying to them about what you're about to get to keep them around. That's the worst thing you can do right now. Okay? That's the worst thing you could do right now, because it's you're not going to be released these funds. Alone, Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, alone, grandiose. I keep hearing grandiose. Your grandeur, your notoriety, your affluence, your influence increases to an all-time high. So Spirit is asking you, what are you willing to give up to put yourself on top? You keep trying to take people with you that are only there with you in your life as long as you're producing financially for them. And the sad thing about it is that they're spending more of your money than you're spending. And you act as if you can't see this. Okay? You act as if you can't see this. Another thing for you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have this great desire to leave town. All right? Chariot. You have an innate ability to feel and sense when where you're at, where you're living, the community you're in has depleted. You have that inner sense. It's an inner awareness, intuitive almost. You know that where you live at, where you're at right now, you've yoked it for all that you can, and you have to leave. It's almost as if you're being put out. You're being put out to move to another city, another state, okay? And I'm going to tell you to take it. Now, while you take it, you are going to have to release the people that you are surrounded by, that you're only trying to hold on to by lies. You hear that? That's your word, okay? You're going to have to release, let go of. If you want spirit to drop this money, because you're profitable, all right? I'm telling you, all right? More about this in a personal reading. I'll get real deep for you. I can even point out the people that are in your life that are coming as snakes and preventing God, spirit source, from dropping these loins to you. You got a lot of money, a lot. You're credible. Your name is credible. Your resources that you have built up for yourself. You are in your situation right now, broke, busted, and disgusted due to who you hold on to. So Spirit is asking, what are you willing to sacrifice so that you can live the life you were always meant to live? And I'm going to tell you something. This is one of those situations that can go really quick. You say really quick, Bella. What do you mean? I mean, if you get rid of this person, less than a year, you could be a millionaire. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of resources. When I see the Seven of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles, that tells me there's inheritance. All right. And then when I see the Four of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, this says to me that Spirit is only releasing a small amount of what you actually own. You own a lot. Okay. So they're watching what it is that they give you, because you attached to a fucking snake that's eating you out of house and home, and you don't even realize that. You got something better for yourself. Better husbands, better friends, better boyfriends. You know, I want you to take a good look at the people that you are surrounded by. If they do not mirror success, being a millionaire, super talented, get rid of them. Get rid of them. They're draining you of all of your resources. That's your word. Okay? Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification bell. You want a personal reading? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com. This is very serious because this was actually prophetic. Like, this is what's to come. Okay? Sort of like the water sign reading. That's to come. Literally. Okay? As far as these monies that's going to be released in the sign of Earth, all you have to do is get rid of what you think is suitable. You think it's a resource. It's not a resource. It's actually it looks like a snake with no bottom. Okay, meaning that it's a hole in the bottom of the snake. So everything that you pour into it falls out. Okay, and then with that Five of Swords, I would be really scared of that, because that Five of Swords, being the overall energy, would be symbolic of husbands being married to wives only for their resources and taking those resources to take care of other people. All right. If you are a celebrity, If you are an artist, some sort of artist or something like that, okay, and you have had a bad fall recently, meaning that you're living below your means. Look at who you're attached to. Okay, look at the person that you're attached to and think, has it gotten worse in your life when you got with them? Okay? I love you so much. Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit your notification bell. You want a personal reading? Allseeingeyetarot@gmail.com or belladutch247@gmail.com. I'm just going to go ahead and flow right into air. Okay. Okay, so next up we have my wonderful air signs. This is going to be for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right, this is for March the 18th through March the 25th. Okay, grab the time if you want to win. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages you have for air? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. March 18th through the 25th. What's happening? What's going down? Absolute this week in the element of air. Show me. Here we go, y'all. Okay, first card out. The King of Water. So this is going to be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, married Cancer. All right, King of Water. Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups. Justice. The Emperor. All right, so this is definitely going to really highlight on air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that are new fathers or about to become a new father. This is the Three of Pentacles, so it could represent new fathers. It could be existing fathers. There's going to be something that comes up with the children. I can almost guarantee that. Under the King of Cups, we have Judgment. Okay. Under the Three of Pentacles is the Eight of Wands. Under the Knight of Cups is Nine of Wands. Yeah, this is let me just lay the card. Shut up, Bella. Under Justice, we have the Chariot. Under the Emperor, we have the Three of Cups. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck for air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Two of Swords. Okay. This is weird. I only say it's weird because it's like the Judgment card. And I would think that, you know, I would think that if you have a new baby on the way, you would already know it. But I think that what I'm missing here is this Three of Cups. So this could be more than one woman you have pregnant. More than one woman you have pregnant. Or it could be that you're finding out you're having a baby by someone and at the same time you're reuniting with maybe. So like a guy that has like 2 baby mamas or 3 baby mamas, he's finding out that he's about to become a new father and at the same time he's reuniting with an ex. So let me just pull some clarity on these so I can just flow through. Clarify the Judgment for me. Knight of Wands. Look at that. Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, one more. 6 of Pentacles. All right, that's on Judgment. Clarify that Three of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more. Yep, 6 of Cups. Okay. You might get 2 kids by someone that you might be returning to. Give me one more. Give me one more on that 3 of Cups. The Tower. Oh, shit. I got to beat that down. Break me down on that Tower, please. 4 of Wands. Tell me more. 8 of Swords. Okay, let me get into that Chariot. Break me down. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to keep that Moon because it just flew out of there. Where am I at? Oh, Chariot. Okay. All right. Okay, tell me more on this Chariot. Four of Swords, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles. Break me down on that King of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. Okay, we got a little bit of an issue. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. You're like, well, Bella, what are you looking at? Show us. Okay, I feel like I'm looking at an air sign. I can't help but to look at Krishan Rock and Blueface, because I think one of them's an Aquarius. I think Krishan's a Pisces for sure. So as soon as I seen that Pisces hit, I started to look at their situation to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Only because I just feel like I have to protect her, because she just, even though she would never listen, I just still feel like I have to protect her. I have to look and see what's going on. But I know I can't do that because I'm reading for the world and not just Krishan. All right, so let me just get into this and let me just get to the point. We got a situation going on here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It kind of looks like maybe you have two babies due at the same time and you don't even realize it yet. So you might be aware of one, all right? So this one person is going to be Scorpio, Pisces, all right? Scorpio, Pisces individual that you already know that is pregnant by you, all right? We got the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles popping on this Judgment card, which tells me that this second woman that's going to come to the forefront happens to be, it was in the course of this relationship, all right? So while you were being unfaithful to this Pisces Scorpio, you don't even realize that there's another baby about to come out to the forefront, about to come to the light. Now, with this other baby, the baby's mother is going to be a Capricorn, Taurus individual. All right. Now, there's two threes here. So I got the Three of Pentacles and I have the Three of Cups. The only thing I'm missing is the Three of Swords in this reading. All right. But I have the Two of Swords as the overall energy. All right. So the Two of Swords would be symbolic of having a choice. So it would be having a choice. You got two baby mamas that you know of. All right. And maybe at this time, you're trying to make a decision on who you want to be with. Because clearly, with the Emperor card, with the Three of Cups, this would represent something returning from the past. All right. I say that because we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups representing past. The Wheel of Fortune representing what goes around comes around, or something that has happened in the past. And then you have the Tower. This is the thing that stunned me. Okay, because why would the Tower hit? It would be like symbolic of saying, you know, I'm gonna get back with my ex, Bella, you know, my ex from the past. There's still unfinished business. However, when a Tower slams up against that, it says that you're not going to be able to move forward in that relationship the way you would want to. All right, so you might even go as far as to actually getting back with your ex, moving in with your ex. And then as soon as you do that, you being, you know, how do they call that? Sad swipe. Something comes out of nowhere on you. All right. And this is probably going to be this second baby that comes up. All right. Now, this second person that you may have had sex with, I'm speaking to my air sign men. Okay. The second person that you may have had sex with, you're totally unaware of this right now. Right now, you do not know that this other person is pregnant by you. You have no idea. Okay. You're aware of this person's baby, this water sign, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. So it'd be equivalent to, if I was talking about Krishan, all right, Krishan Rock. Okay. Blueface knows about her baby. All right. But what he doesn't know is that an affair on Krishan Rock has produced another child. And that has not come out to the forefront yet. That hasn't come out to the open. Okay. This other individual is going to be an earth sign. All right. And the way you're going to find that out is maybe through social media, text messages, something like that. All right. It's going to come out that there's another child here. Okay. Now, yeah. Fuck, there ain't nothing I can say about it. The Two of Swords, this is really all about a monkey wrench being thrown in your plans. All right. And I don't know why I can't unsee this, okay? I have to see this. So, maybe this is something for you guys to actually look at, just to see if, is Bella Dutch real, what she says, okay? So, maybe that's why I'm actually seeing what's going to transpire between the two of them. The Two of Swords being the overall energy is what he doesn't know right now. Right now, he has no idea. In his mind, Krishan Rock is pregnant. He doesn't want to be with her. He wants to go on back to his baby's mother, okay? However, Spirit is not going to let that happen. Okay, they're not going to let that happen because they're truly up to something. And when I say up to something, I'm talking about there's another woman that's going to come out and voice that she's pregnant too. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Watch social media for that. All right, and remind me because I will not be looking into this. I never go back to my readings after I read it. I just read it and keep it moving. All right, I don't try to get emotionally attached to what's going on. Now, what does that mean for me, Bella? Because I'm an Aquarius or a Libra or Gemini, whatever, and I'm, I don't have a baby on the way. All right. Now, if you happen to have been involved with a Scorpio Pisces, I can almost guaranteed, all right, there is a baby that is coming up out of the woodwork, even if you don't know it. Okay. Even if you do not know it, there's another child that is about to come out the woodwork on you. Okay. It could also be that maybe I'm looking at, and I'm going to say this because if I flip it and I look at it from the woman's perspective, okay, let's just say that I'm reading for an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini man, and he's been recently involved with a woman who happens to be Scorpio Pisces, okay. This is his girlfriend. This is somebody he sees on the side, but she has a baby's father. See that Emperor being there? Okay, she has a baby father who she has all of her children by. What you don't know is that what's coming up is that this woman is pregnant. Okay, this woman is pregnant. And there's a possibility that you could be the father of the child because you both were intimate with this woman at the same time. Okay, so Chris, Krishan, if you have been messing around, Linda, around the same time on Blueface, you might want to call the Bella Dutch, Linda, okay? No, but for real, I mean, this is exactly what it means, all right? It just, it's quite symbolic of, let's just say that maybe I'm an Aquarius woman, Bella. I'm a Libra woman. I'm a Gemini woman, all right? I don't think I'm pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant. Okay. But you've been messing with the earth sign, a Capricorn Taurus, and you have been messing with Scorpio Pisces. All right. You find out you're pregnant. The pregnancy is between the two people. You won't know which one fathered the child. You probably going to go on blaming the person that you already have children with. Okay. You're going to blame that person because you're going to think, okay, well, I live with this person. We have sex all the time. Come to find out you need a paternity test because you weren't just with that person and the dates are too close. All right. Spirit is trying to throw that in the wrench. And if I was to read this, because I do paternity tests. I do it with the cards. Okay. So if I was to read this right now, all right, if these cards fail and I'm talking to a Libra or a Gemini person on the phone and they're calling me about their baby's father, all right, and their baby's father happens to be Scorpio Pisces, okay, or Capricorn Taurus, we'll start reading about the Scorpio Pisces, Capricorn Taurus, whoever their baby's father is. But out of nowhere, I'll get cards that will show me infidelity. They'll show me, up, Bella, here's a baby. All right, I'll get that Three of Pentacles. I'll get that Three of Cups. I'll get that Two of Swords. That will show me this person is not being honest with you, Bella. There is a sad person that they've been messing around with that they didn't bring to the light. Okay, that Judgment card being on there, so I can almost guarantee that the baby, the father of the child, would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, the air sign person that's involved in this situation. That's who the father of the child is, okay? Now, if we're looking at a man, then this would show that there's two women, all right? Two women that are going to come out of the woodwork, or even three, because I have three. It's three of cups, three of pentacles. All right, so that's three baby mamas. When you have the pentacles represent a physical thing. Okay, three of cups will represent maybe a reunion, some sort of celebration, a party. All right, but the three of pentacles will represent physical things. Okay, physical things, especially with this Knight of Wands being here. Knight of Wands, these are all cards that give. Okay, so you got the single woman, Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, and this is about giving, showing favoritism over one person more than the other. It's a karmic card. Okay, I would know they were speaking of sex right here in these three cards. All right, and I pulled this on Judgment. So this is how I get my information. You may say, well, Bella, how do you read cards? Because that's not what that means to me. I don't care what it means to you. I'm accurate. Okay, you figure out how to get accurate. I know what the hell these cards mean. I know that this is representing symbolic of maybe a person who is quite successful, the baby's mom, who you might be leaving alone. You might be showing favoritism because you're giving more acknowledgement to the other children's mother. All right, you might got two kids by that person, brand new one by this one. All right, you're showing favoritism towards that person. That's the person that you want to go in that direction towards that individual. However, God got other plans, and there's something that's coming up now. Looking at this Four of Wands with this Eight of Swords, you might say, well, Bella, why did this issue come up? So if we're talking about Krishan Rock and Blueface, why did this issue come up? Well, the issue looks like it came up due to the way he treats Krishan. All right, he treats her really bad, and maybe he wants to go back to his ex. What is his ex's name? What is her name? Jaden. He wants to go back and redo a family with Jaden. Okay, that may be his plans. He wants to go back and do a family with Jaden. And Spirit, no, they're not with that. No, that's over. That is over. Okay, you're not about to go back to Jaden and start a whole family with her. So they bring something devastating to that would separate Jaden and Blueface. All right, pissing off Jaden, and she'll be kicking him to the curb because she's okay to fight with Krishan, but she's not okay to fight with some random person that she didn't know anything of. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like that. I know, well, listen, it doesn't have to make sense to you because it's not your story. All right? Everybody's situation is different. I can just definitely almost guarantee this represents children. This represents baby mama, baby fathers. Okay? Also infidelity. Finding out there's children that you didn't know about. You take an ex back. You could be maybe, I don't know. You could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces. You take them back. You try to get back with your baby's father. Okay? And you take him back into your life, and you don't know that the door has been shut between you and that person, and you end up finding out that he has another child on the way that he didn't discuss with you. Okay? So no matter which way you turn it, air, water, and earth is involved with this. Now, I don't know what the other girl's zodiac sign. See, his baby's mom could very much so be a fire sign, okay? Like Blueface, okay? She could be a fire sign. She's not pregnant right now. So she doesn't have anything to do really with this. This right here is just showing me favoritism and trying to go back to the past, trying to rewrite your wrongs, okay? But the spotlight is on the water sign right now. But because he's not focused on the water sign for whatever reason, he takes it for granted. He takes the water sign for granted. In walks a new player, and this new player happens to be Capricorn Taurus. Okay? We got the moon, the Four of Swords, and then this Capricorn Taurus. The Four of Swords being there, that would represent that he doesn't have a relationship with this person that's going to tell him she's pregnant. She's new. He doesn't have a relationship with her, all right? That's why the moon and the Four of Swords is there. Those are two cards where you don't know what the other person got up their sleeve. You don't know what's going on with them. You haven't talked to them, all right? Then they end up calling, and you get the news that there's a new baby that's on the way. All right, and this is on the Chariot, so it could also represent that the person doesn't live in the same state. Maybe this is something that you did when you were on vacation. This is something that you did when you went to go visit someone that lives out of town, something like that. Because I feel like this Capricorn Taurus person that has this other baby on the way, the reason why you don't see her is because she's not in the same state, or she's not in the same area as maybe baby mom number one, baby mom number two. She's not there. She's a distance. All right. So when he finds this out, he's going to find this out social media, communication, phone call, something like that. Okay. Listen, Linda. Ain't my story. I'm just reporting the news that's going on with the energy. I told y'all there's a lot of things that's coming up, and Spirit wants to make sure that I take care of everything. So that's why I did the weeklies like this. Now we're gonna move on to maybe some other news that I did not report in these zodiac signs. All right. Now I'm going to leave this on Allseeingeyetarot. This was important. This needed to get out to a certain audience. All right. When I go over to the Bella Dutch, I'm going to do some other readings. I'm still going to use the same signs, but I'm going to do some other information that I need to get out. That's how much information that I have right now, because there's different things that are popping off. Okay, so I got to like spread myself out. On top of that, I have to do part 2 of the Deadliest Catch. I have to. There's information, direction that Spirit want me to talk about. So please make sure you are subscribed over there at the Bella Dutch, as well as here at Allseeingeyetarot. Okay? Make sure you like, comment below, subscribe if you haven't. You want a free reading, make sure you rewind to the beginning. You need the timestamp. Make sure when I started each element, it's correct. As soon as I started shuffling the cards in that sign, that's when you record that time. Put all your passages together in one message, one comment down below in the comment section, okay? Yeah, that's what I have. If it's your birthday month, in the subject line, make sure you put birthday month. My nephew's crying again. If it's your birthday month in the subject line, make sure you put birthday month, okay? Yeah, that's about it. All right. I love you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you again very soon. Until next time. Thank you, guys.